In 1999, a retired Belgian policeman went on television holding 2 human teeth and a bullet and told the country who they belonged to. His name was Patrice Lumumba. He was murdered by a firing squad in a Katanga forest and then dissolved in a barrel of sulfuric acid by the same Belgian policeman who had just held up his teeth on national television. This is what really happened to him, and why it took 61 years to return what was left. Lumumba was born in 1925 in rural Belgian Congo, a postal clerk. Self-educated in a colony where Congolese people were barred from university, barred from most professions, barred from the same streets as Belgian settlers after dark. He built the only political movement in the entire country that ran candidates in every single province. By 1958, independence movements were sweeping Africa. Ghana was free. Guinea was free. Lumumba attended the All-African People's Conference in Accra and came back to the Congo with a blueprint. Within 2 years, Belgium, facing the mathematics of colonial revolt, agreed to a handover. The date was set, June 30th, 1960, Independence Day. The ceremony was scripted. King Baudouin flew in from Brussels to praise Leopold II's civilizing mission, the regime that had killed an estimated 10 million Congolese people, severed hands as punishment for failing rubber quotas, and ruled through organized terror for 75 years. Lumumba's reply was not on the program. He walked to the microphone and delivered 4 minutes of live radio that nobody in that room had agreed to. He named the beatings, the forced labor, the stolen land. He said, and I am quoting directly, "We are no longer your monkeys. Congo's independence is not a gift from Belgium. It is a right we have always possessed." King Baudouin sat 3 feet away. The Belgian delegation was furious. The Congolese crowd erupted. The Congo was independent for 6 days before its army mutinied. It was independent for 12 days before Belgian paratroopers landed again, officially to protect Belgian citizens. On July 11th, Katanga province declared secession. Behind it, the Union Minière du Haut-Katanga, the Belgian mining company whose copper and cobalt had made Belgium wealthy for 60 years, and Belgian military officers who had never actually left. Katanga held most of the Congo's mineral wealth. Its secession was not a local grievance. It was a business decision. Lumumba flew to New York. He asked the United Nations Secretary-General Dag Hammarskjöld to order the peacekeeping force to retake Katanga. Hammarskjöld refused. The UN mandate did not cover internal secession, he said. Lumumba flew to Washington. Eisenhower did not meet him, so he called Moscow. He needed trucks and planes to move his army south, and he would take them from whoever would give them. That phone call ended his life. Washington concluded he was going communist. He was not. He was a Pan-Africanist nationalist who had just been refused by every Western government he approached. The distinction did not survive the summer of 1960. August 18, 1960. The National Security Council met in Washington. A staffer named Robert Johnson later testified to Congress that he heard President Eisenhower speak words in front of a room full of witnesses, that the room understood as a kill order. Johnson recalled a silence that lasted 15 seconds. He said he never forgot it. 8 days later, CIA Director Allen Dulles cabled the Leopoldville station. Lumumba's removal, he wrote, must be an urgent and prime objective, a high priority of covert action. That cable is in the United States National Archives. You can read it today. In September, a CIA chemist arrived in Leopoldville. The station chief knew him only as Joe from Paris. His real name was Sidney Gottlieb. He ran the MK Ultra program. He brought a kit containing botulinum toxin, configured to be deployed through a toothpaste tube. The idea was that Lumumba would use it without knowing what it was. The station chief, Larry Devlin, refused to deploy it. He later wrote that he dumped the kit into the Congo River. The poison was never used. The CIA would find other ways. On September 14th, Colonel Joseph Mobutu staged a coup and placed Lumumba under house arrest. Lumumba took shelter inside the United Nations peacekeeping compound in Leopoldville. He had no army, no government, no money. The White House believed that was still not safe enough. December 1st, 1960. Lumumba left United Nations protection to reach his political stronghold in Stanleyville. Mobutu's soldiers caught him on the road. Photographs of him bound, his shirt torn, a soldier gripping his hair, circulated worldwide the next morning. Those photographs were the last image the outside world ever had of him alive. January 17th, 1961. After 6 weeks in Thysville prison, he was loaded onto a plane to Katanga, the province controlled by the man who wanted him dead most. Everyone who knew anything understood what that flight meant. His two colleagues, Maurice Mpolo and Joseph Okito, were put on the same plane. That evening, at approximately 9:40, all three men were shot by a Katangan firing squad in a forest outside Elizabethville. 4 Belgian officers were present at the execution. The bodies could not be left. Too many people already knew too much. The following day, a Belgian gendarmerie officer named Gérard Soweté and his brother were ordered to make the problem disappear. They exhumed the bodies. They dismembered them. They dissolved what remained in a barrel of sulfuric acid. Swait kept a gold-capped tooth and a bullet as personal souvenirs. He put them in a drawer. He kept them there for nearly 40 years. For 14 years, nothing was publicly confirmed. Then, in 1975, the United States Senate Church Committee published its investigation into CIA assassination plots. The botulinum toothpaste, the cable from Dulles, the NSC meeting. All of it was there. In 1999, Gérard Soweté gave a television interview. He produced 2 teeth and a bullet and explained where they came from. He seemed proud. In 2001, the Belgian Parliament released its Commission of Inquiry. It concluded that Belgium bore, in its words, an irrefutable portion of moral responsibility for Lumumba's murder. A memo that had circulated within the royal household agreed he should be, quote, neutralized, physically, if possible. In 2002, the Belgian Prime Minister issued a formal apology to the Congolese people and to Lumumba's family. In 2014, the United States State Department's official record of Congo covert operations was declassified and published. 53 years after the firing squad, the paper trail was in the public archive. In 2016, Belgian authorities seized the tooth from Soweté's daughter. In June 2022, 61 years after the execution, a small blue box was carried into the Egmont Palace in Brussels. Inside it was Patrice Lumumba's last tooth. His daughter Juliana received it. Lumumba had been in office for less than 3 months when the decision to kill him was made. He never had the chance to govern. The man who helped hand him to his killers ruled the Congo for the next 32 years. The textbook called this a Cold War complication. It was a murder, and they spent 61 years returning the evidence one piece at a time. Follow for more.